Let's take a look at your study guide. For the first one, for the acute angle, you should have drawn it in, taken a photo, and then we're going to name it. Remember, we use this symbol to name it, and we use our endpoint, midpoint, endpoint. So my name for this angle could be angle RDF or angle FDR, or what's my last angle name? That's right, angle D. You can just name it off of the vertex. Here's my vertex. Check your angle names. Make sure your vertex is in the middle. If we were looking at the reflex angle, remind me, what does reflex mean? That's right, reflex means more than 180 but less than 360. So to measure this angle, angle D, I found that the inside here was 70 degrees. So what did Mrs. Feynman do wrong? Does this add up to 100? Is this reflex angle 110? No, I subtracted it from 180. I should have subtracted it from 360 since there's 360 degrees in a circle. So angle D in there, my reflex angle, is 290 degrees. If we're taking a look at this protractor here to figure out the angle, remember here, since it opened to the right, I'm going to use the inside measurements. And it's halfway between 40 and 50, so I could say it's 45 degrees. And the vertex, what point is there? That is point B. Let's take a look at our next one here. What type of angle is this? We know this is a reflex angle, and we weren't supposed to use a protractor. Find this outside. We had to do our math. How do we figure out the degrees of my reflex angle? We needed to subtract from 360. 360 minus 135. You should have gotten 225 degrees. Now, remember, complementary angles, a complement is the right thing to do. So they add up to 90 degrees. So on here, you should have subtracted 90 minus 62 here to get 28 degrees. How many degrees do supplementary angles add up to? You should have gotten 180 degrees, and 180 minus the 130 gives me 50 degrees for my X here. Now remember, if they give you the angle measurement of 72 degrees and they say, what's the complement? What do we have to do? That's right. Subtract 90 minus the 74, and we get 16 degrees for the complement. Same for the supplementary. What did you get for the supplementary angle here? You should have gotten 55 degrees. Okay, let's take a look at this missing angle measurement. So remember, my angles directly across from each other, these are my vertical angles. So if angle 9 in here was 45 degrees, I know that angle 8 is also 45 degrees. The reason for that is on a line, there are 180 degrees. So if we did 180 minus the 45, we get 135. And then if we look at our line the other direction, 45 plus what equals 180, 135 degrees. Because how many degrees are in a whole circle? 360. So if we added up all of these measurements, they would all add up to 360. Our angle name, remember our name is angle, the name is angle PQR, and what type of angle is this? Reflex. Take a look and make sure you drew each of these examples in. Remember, this first one is a line segment because it stops on both sides. My second one is a ray, goes on forever in one direction. Now this third one is a line because it has arrows on both sides here to show it goes on forever in both directions. How is a line segment different than a line? A line segment stops. A line goes on forever in both directions. Take a look here for parallel lines. Remember, they never intersect. What does intersect mean? Intersect means that they cross. Intersecting lines cross. Perpendicular lines, remember, form right angles. They intersect to form those right angles. And intersecting lines just cross to form angles. On the bottom, we had to find the missing angle measurement. So that first one, you should have gotten 68 degrees. Let's look at that second one there. Remember, the right angle equals 90. What is the measurement for angle BME? You should have gotten 133 degrees for that measurement. Now here they tell us angle DNK. If it's helpful for you, highlight it so you can see it. That whole big thing equals 110. So if the little part in here is 49, then I need to subtract to find that. 110 minus the 49. So you should have gotten 61 degrees. Now on our last one, remember how many degrees are in a straight line? 180. So we need to subtract here to find our missing angle measurement. You should have gotten 37 degrees for that one. Now that you're finished washing, you can begin your math space. Make sure to use your journals to show your work. Thanks for watching.